Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Shane.
And welcome to Top 5 Beatdown, a show where we compare top 5s for topics that seem completely asinine, yet somehow garner strong opinions. And to add some credibility to the mix, we compare our top 5s with that of an expert in the field. Today's topic is chips, and today's expert is one of Watcher's very own and a professional food eater on Worth It. Please welcome to the living room, Mr. Steven Lim. You're coming a little quicker than that.
Go under this thing?
Yeah.
Hey, we're shooting this in your apartment.
Yeah, we are.
You could have had some better decoration.
I wanted the aesthetic to be a living room.
With that being said, here's our top 5 boards.
And we haven't seen each other's top 5s. We're gonna do this one by one. We're gonna start with 5 and work our way up the list.
We should define a chip first.
For our viewers in England, we are not talking about French fries.
We're talking about
Crisps.
American crisps.
Crisps.
Yeah.
Essentially covers all chips. That's corn, that's potato. Cheetos are not a chip, it's a puff.
So that's why
Yes.
they're not gonna be included in our top 5 because
Yeah.
I will say right now, if Cheetos were in the mix, hot Cheetos would be somewhere in here.
Would not affect mine at all. I am not a puffs man.
Are you sure you're not the
He's saying
professional
he's doing a
foodie?
stupid Daniel Plainsview impression from There
I'm
Will
a
Be
chip
Blood.
man.
Just so you know, it's not just corn, not just potato. There's other chips as well. That's why I want to clarify because I'm about to pop something out here. It's not corn nor potato.
Oh.
And
I
you-
don't even know what that could be.
All that preface aside, let's now jump into the list. We're gonna start with food expert Steven Lim, and he's gonna start with number 5, and we'll work our way this way. Take it away, Steven. Let's see number 5.
I told you to call me a food eater, and somehow that became foodie, food expert.
Whatever, let's list.
All right, let's do this. Number 5 for me is Lay's Classic. Okay, I like the reaction here.
I will say that was going to be on my list. That was number 6.
I think by default, Lay's Classic has to be on your list because it is the standard of what you think a chip is, and all other chips comparatively compared to that chip.
Bet you just can't have one though, huh?
Yeah. It's a solid chip.
That's the catchphrase.
This is
for
the
that.
fun-
What
it is.
are you tap dancing for the man here?
I wanted
Are
to see.
you on their payroll?
I just wanted to see if he really knew that chip.
No, I don't know. I just know that I eat it.
He
it's
calls
a big-
himself a foodie.
Doesn't even know the chip's motto.
It's a fundamental chip. It's like a free throw.
I think we can all agree when Dad first sat us on his knee and fed us a potato chip, it was probably a Lay's Classic.
Definitely a Lay's.
Would you say that's your father's potato chip then? And then it shouldn't be in your list?
Dad says, "This is my chip. Now it's your chip. You're a man now."
And he lays it down. Lays.
Ryan, what do you
Okay.
got?
Nobody. Hey, Mark likes it.
Let's list.
Let's list my number 5, Lay's salt and vinegar.
Oh, you are a salt and vinegar guy.
To the core. Salt and vinegar is a wonderful flavor.
It is a good flavor. It's a
Yeah.
bit much for me, but you know.
There was a while, specifically when I mentioned the time in college when I was eating a lot of potato chips, where it was all salt, but you see that shining blue bag.
A lot of acidity in
Yes,
in
and I-
vinegar,
and
and
I-
you would eat an entire bag.
I would.
And you would, I assume, wash that down with a coffee? Seeing this as college
Back then
time?
I was drinking soda pop, I was drinking
Jesus.
water, but it was a lot of soda. It was a bad time for me.
I think this is a good time to cut to a picture of Shane in college. I just want to see what this version of Shane looks like.
Anyway, great chip.
All right, moving
What do
on
you
to
got,
number
number
5.
5?
Let's list. Fritos Honey Barbecue Twists.
Okay, what is...
Hey, okay, now stay with me here.
It was already laughable.
No. See, my list is going to be unique because I'm not afraid to say the things that people might be embarrassed to list. Now, this is a popular gas station chip that I eat all the time on road trips. This is a really good chip, lots of good flavor profiles in here. Honey barbecue, one of my favorite flavors. And these twists do have a delightful crunch to them. Crunch is big in this list.
Oh, crunch is big on your list of top 5 potato chips?
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys didn't list anything.
You
that
didn't
were-
put any soggy chips on? No soft chips?
I'm just throwing in some descriptors because you guys didn't say anything when it came to criteria other than, yeah, I really like them.
I said a shining blue bag.
No,
Oh wow,
a
shining blue bag.
bag.
So is all your chips gonna be based on how shiny the bag is?
What question?
Yeah.
Do they all not have satisfying...
Yeah, they do.
I don't think that's as satisfying.
Okay, that's fair. Is a twist a chip?
If the commenters out there don't consider this a chip, just substitute what I originally had, Lay's Classic.
Let's list.
Let's list. Number 4 for Steven Lim is Calbee shrimp
Oh,
chips.
that's a good one. That is a good one.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
actually shake your hand
You know what?
because I didn't even think of that.
Enough
That's pretty
said.
good.
That is very good.
Enough said.
I like that.
Don't even explain it.
I think you may need to explain it for people who aren't Asian.
Okay. Oh, right.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I have no idea what those are. But when I saw it, I thought, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. That's
That is-
exactly right.
It's an even color. It's a colorful bag.
Is it a colorful bag?
like polka dot bag.
Colorful bag?
I got so excited. I had a stroke. I had a mini stroke. It's a colorful
I'm surprised it's not on your list.
I forgot. Frankly, I forgot. It's so unique, I didn't even consider it a chip. It's very delicious. I had
Very
it
good.
so many times and smelled up the cars on road trips with that.
Yes. Shrimp chips, shrimp flavor, very light,
Yeah.
very crunchy, very just perfect chip.
They are also shaped like crinkle cut French fries,
I like
which
that.
is very fun.
They're called chips, so that's fine, right?
Yeah.
I will say that the 3 Asian people in the room, the 2 that you could see on camera and the one behind the camera, the smile that
Yeah.
went over our face when we saw
Mark, have you
Yeah.
had these shrimp chips? He has, okay.
delicious. They're really good.
Number 4. Let's list it. Number 4, it's gonna be Jay's Barbecue.
Whoa.
Now, I haven't even heard of Jay's.
Jay's is a popular brand from Chicago. It's a thick and just a really flat potato chip. And the barbecue is incredibly smoky, incredibly sweet, incredibly powdered. It's one of my favorite things out there. I eat it every time I go home. Last time I flew back.
Oh, this is a Midwest region specific chip.
It's a regional thing,
Okay.
just much like your Calbee shrimp chips.
That's not regional though. That's everywhere.
Hey, whatever you say.
There's Asian people everywhere.
And Jay's are only in the Midwest, so I don't know what I was going with there. But last time I flew home from Chicago, I saw a man at O'Hare Airport. I didn't realize they were this important to other people,
Yeah.
carrying an IKEA bag full of, it looked like 6 or 7 bags of Jay's Barbecue. I also have a photo of the man in the airport buying all the chips.
Moving on to my number 4. Let's list it.
Oh.
Original. Was waiting for the ridges to pop up here.
Now, here is why I actually took out Lay's from my top 5, because it felt weird to have 2 originals in a row,
Yeah.
and I think Ruffles is the superior original chip.
You love our
Please.
Ruffles, don't you?
Please defend that.
And
'cause
here's why. I think when it comes to just the chip alone, it's head to head. You can go either way, but when you add dip to the mix, Ruffles clearly is America's dip and chip.
Well, the ridges reinforce it.
Also, I just think the flavor profile of the Ruffle original is better with dip.
You know, but I feel like it just tastes a little bit more artificial. Like you're getting that additional kick of artificial flavoring.
I'm gonna disagree.
in the
I
Ruffles.
think they both taste pretty artificial. It's a potato chip, so.
I'll also say about Ruffles, every now and then, you'll get a Ruffle in that bag that is like the size of a Frisbee.
Yeah, you'll get a pancake Ruffle in there.
You take a bite out of it, you can't even fit it in your mouth.
It's great. It's like a tostada.
Yeah.
Also, if we want to go by popularity, most parties I've gone to, always a bowl of Ruffles. Not really a bowl of Lay's. I don't know. That's just something I wanted to throw out there.
Ooh,
It's true. It's true.
that's fair. I'll give you that. That's fair.
All right.
All right, moving on to 3.
All right, number 3, let's list. And we're going with Late July tortilla chips. Ever had these bad boys before?
Now that's a deep
No.
cut. I
These
have
are
not heard of
the
that.
perfect tortilla chip.
What makes it the perfect tortilla chip compared to that of a name brand like Tostitos?
They don't leave that dusty residue behind on your finger.
What if I like the dusty
Yeah, I was
residue for
about
some?
to
Nah,
say,
nah, nah, nah,
Roger
that's
and I
but-
may be simpatico on this because boy do I love a little dusty finger.
I don't want any of that dust. And that's
I'm all about the
clean bite too. When you bite into this chip, it doesn't crumble too much like the other tortilla chips.
Clean bite.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I don't have any tortilla chips on my list
I think we may be
Is
of one mind here.
is because I'm not eating tortilla chips
Without a dip.
solo.
Exactly
There's
right.
no solo tortilla chip in at my house because it's a dip chip.
It's a wonderful chip, but it's a dip chip. I need some guacamole. I need some salsa.
But what
I
do
need
you,
some
what do you-
queso.
when you have dip, what do you do?
Well, then you
dip
bring
it.
out your tortillas.
But we're not talking about best chip with dip. We're talking about best chip.
And I will say there are some tortilla chips out there. I'm happy to just snack on.
I'm not going out of my way.
Yeah, same.
I'll eat them by themselves.
That's weird.
Weird.
No, well,
I'm glad that we're both ganging up on the expert.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert. I just eat food like the rest of you
Well,
guys.
what are you gonna say to your lower third thing right above your knee area?
Just get that out of the way here.
Hey, it's still there. You can't rub it away. It's a chyron.
Number 3. Let's list it. Huh? It's Ruffles
Whoa.
cheddar and sour cream.
Now I'm delighted to see this, but go on.
And now, again, I wanted some Ruffles inclusion on this list because I love Ruffles.
Yes.
We've gone over the reasons. Ruffles are a spectacular chip. The texture, incredible. Cheddar and sour cream, it's really good. If you haven't had them, I highly recommend them.
And it has the most alarming artificial orange coloring that I have ever seen on a chip.
It's really good. They're cheesy, but they've got a little bit, the sour cream gives it just a little bit of tang. It's perfectly balanced.
You know, as all things should be. And you know what the thing is here? Cheddar and sour cream, I actually think it's the superior sour cream flavor in Ruffles Town. It's
great.
Because there's also another guy around there called Ruffles Sour Cream and Onion.
He's not my friend.
He's not.
He's not my
He's
friend.
my friend. He's just not as big a friend as
This is
Cheddar and sour
this is
cream.
my best pal, sour cream and onion.
Oh, is he one of those acquaintances that's in your friend group, but if you ever had to spend time with him one-on-one?
Never one-on-one.
Not gonna happen.
Never one-on-one. If I
Yeah.
see him at a party,
Okay,
other
I
people
see.
around, we'll chat. One-on-one? Don't think so. He's
Yeah,
like Steven Lim.
Whoa.
Steve, we don't hang out one-on-one very
Wow.
often.
That's true. Have you two ever hung out one-on-one?
I don't think so.
We need to. Right
I mean,
now.
I'm happy to. Ryan,
Should I leave?
Yeah,
leave
just
for 2 minutes. Real quick. I just want to
Okay.
see.
Okay.
So,
All right. Number 3, let's list it. Hawaiian Luau
okay.
Barbecue. Yes, that's right.
now is
I'll get that
Hawaiian
one, yeah.
Luau the brand?
No, Hawaiian is the brand. Luau Barbecue is the
Luau
flavor.
barbecue.
I wanted to include Hawaiian in here somewhere, and I couldn't decide whether or not I wanted Luau Barbecue or Maui Sweet Onion. Now, they're both very good. Maui Sweet Onion, I can't consume an entire bag because it's frankly a lot. It's
quite sweet. It's
Luau
quite sweet.
Barbecue, though,
Yeah.
I'm taking it to Chip Town all day long. I ate 2 bags of those, and not like small little snack bags.
You're talking big bags.
Big bags while on a boat.
On a boat?
That's right, yeah.
I don't think I've ever eaten chips on a boat.
Now, Steven, you seem to like this.
Oh, it was a great choice.
Hawaiian chips. I don't know if any of you out there have had a Hawaiian chip. They're a little crunchier, a little harder than, say, a Lay's Classic. They have a little bit more crunch to them. See, a crunch, I'm big on the crunch, and
You are
these
big on the crunch.
really crunch.
I'm
Yeah.
not a kettle chip fan.
Well, I like
What?
kettle chips, but I think they could use a little more air, and these have some air to them. And the barbecue profile, the Luau Barbecue. And there's our first chef's kiss of
Oh!
the show.
Set off the alarm! Are we allowed to do one of those per episode?
Maybe 1 per person.
You can have mine, Shane. You can have 2.
I can have 2?
Don't
Yeah,
give
I'm
him that, he'll abuse
Oh.
it.
I don't need mine.
And
Having
he,
2 chef's kiss?
and he has 2.
Used one on the sweetness of the deal. Number 2!
Okay, let's list number 2. All right.
Irvin's salted
Salted
egg
egg.
potato chips from our 80-year-old friend Steven.
That is right. I read a report that the demographic of this chip is mostly 20 to 40-year-old people, 70% women. I don't know why I added that bit, but they're hitting the target demo.
This chip's a hit with the gals, is what you're
Hit
saying.
with the gals. And
Gals
listen,
love eggs. Tell us about Irvin. Who's he?
I don't know who
Is this
Irvin
a guy
is.
you know?
This is a Singaporean chip. Salted egg is a prominent flavor used in a lot of Asian dishes. These chips are, I would say, sinfully good. Oh. Right? Like you got your cheddar and sour cream, honey barbecue twist. These are that to me. The rich, dense, nostalgic flavor.
I am very intrigued by it.
I will say one thing I love about your list is the unique flavors on it. I'm loving the adventurousness there.
But this is not just adventurous. This is delicious. This is
Well, no,
this is addictive.
I'm saying adventurous can be delicious. Number 2, I hope you're ready for this.
What?
Whoa!
Now,
Whoa!
It's Fritos.
wait a second.
It's Fritos.
You didn't even put a flavor.
Not even a flavor. That's right. Because I have respect for the foundations of chips. I love Fritos so much. Fritos, you grab a bag of Fritos, that thing weighs 7 pounds. It's a heavy chip. It's a beautiful corn chip. Is there any other corn chip in the game that comes close?
Steven, just knee-jerk reaction, good or bad pick. I'm gonna say bad.
I respect it actually.
Thank you.
For number 2?
Number 2.
Respect it, yes. Because I also did grow up in the Midwest, and I
Fritos
also
are
did
great.
see
Yeah.
a lot of Fritos in my day.
I will say this. In every family picnic, there's always a giant crate of the chip fun pack that has all the snack size.
Are you now this is
No, let me
This
finish.
is very anecdotal. Are you about to
let me
say
finish.
that nobody grabs
Let
the
me
Fritos?
finish. nobody grabs the Fritos.
That's bullshit.
At the end of the picnic,
That's
there is
high
always
bullshit.
an entire crate full of the fun-size Fritos because they're trash.
That's insane. I've
And
been
in
to
fact-
many a picnic too.
Yeah.
People go after them Fritos.
They're never the front runner.
Well, no, they're not.
Do you even
Number
eat
2.
Fritos? Do you know what they taste like?
I have Fritos on my list.
but
Yeah,
just
with
making
honey.
sure.
Honey. We'll put honey on our Fritos?
Well, apparently that would be in your list because you have no flavor.
No, this is original.
Oh, you didn't put original. You said,
I said Fritos.
but that makes me feel like you just said Fritos at large because everyone else said
No,
Lay's
no.
Classic, Ruffles Original.
Well, because that's what they call them.
All right, that changes.
I think he would know as the guy who put it as number 2.
That changes things a bit in my head. I thought you just said Fritos at large.
No, I'm not about to do that.
It's still
Yeah.
a bad pick. But, oh Jesus Christ, the murderous stare he just gave me. Continue, I'm sorry, I interrupted your little spiel.
They kick ass.
Here we go. Number 2, let's list it. Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips.
I've never had these before or heard of them.
They're quite good. This is of the kettle variety. They're crispy, they do have some airiness to them, and lots of residue coming off on your fingers for some round 2 action after. So,
Round 2 action, you talk about that.
that's right.
Was that for mini chef's kiss
No,
that
it
you?
wasn't.
No,
That was
Okay.
me licking the piggies.
I see.
And I will also say, when it comes to jalapeno flavoring, they're the best version of that.
I'm glad we have a jalapeno on someone's list.
I'm happy to see it.
because
Happy to see
it does deserve that respect here.
I'm happy to be the resident spicy boy.
Yeah, well, we're all pretty spicy boys here.
Says the guy with Fritos Original as number 2.
Number 1 chip.
Oh, this is actually, I'm actually excited. Would you just rip it off?
I am.
You're getting some second thoughts?
I just have to brace myself for the onslaught that's about to come.
Stop teasing.
This
The
is
Rudy
Endo.
Foodie.
Kettle, sea salt,
And
and for bonus points, if you really want bonus points, and vinegar.
So wait,
now-
you,
now it
no,
feels
make
like
a
you're-
stand.
now it
make
feels
a
like you're
stand.
straddling one
make
or
a
the
stand.
other.
Make a stand. Sea salt and vinegar, or just sea salt?
You know what?
wow.
We're doing it. And vinegar.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Explain yourself.
They're the best chip.
That's your argument?
Okay, here's the explanation. Kettle chips,
Yes.
the best chips.
I disagree.
The kettle brand or just kettle at large?
Kettle at large, the ones that are fully dipped in the vat of oil, all in a batch setting, come out, everything is just slightly different. Every chip is unique, like a snowflake. You don't have the...
I mean, that's how most. I've never opened a bag of chips. And
You
they've
ever
all been
opened a bag of
uniform.
Pringles?
It's not like Oreos.
And sea salt and vinegar, that combination is
really good.
potentially the best flavor combination across the board in all of food.
It's great.
I find the vinegar to be a bit much. And I love vinegar on fries.
I love how much it is. I'll say 2 things about this. One very complimentary. One why I didn't put any kettle chips. on
Okay,
it.
please.
Kettle chips I didn't include because as much as I love the crunch factor there, they do tend to sort of fold over on each other. You're gonna get a higher frequency of those sort of crumpled up chips that
Those are
I'm
fun.
not crazy.
Those
Some
are-
people love those.
those are chips
I
that
don't
are-
because I like a broad chip experience. That's just me. That's just me. We've all got opinions, but I do like salt and vinegar kettle chips up top there, and I'll tell you why. Because kettle chips, more often than not, will pack for some reason just more flavor. Like the flavoring on them will be very intense. And when it comes to salt and vinegar, that's what I'm after. Number 1, you know it's coming. Your mom and dad love it. Yeah, it's Lay's original.
You literally made
That's
your
right.
number 1 your father's potato chip.
Yep, I don't care. This thing's been around since day 1. A trailblazer in the chip game. I see him at a party. I'm happy. I'm delighted. You get him at a vending machine at a pool? What a smile you've got on your face.
You're eating chips in a pool?
Yes, I am, because you know what?
Yes.
Chips in a pool?
In a pool? Oh. Oh no. Oh God. It was the worst thing
End it!
the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
I respect it, but it's still absurd that you put that at the top.
I think it's a
Hey,
respectable top 5 choice, but at the one
And I get it. I know this is going to catch a lot of flack. That's fine. I'm a pretty controversial guy. I mean, the fact that they don't have a lot of flavor going for them, like outlandish flavors, and that they're just classic salt, the fact that they're as good as they are, and that I could eat 300 of them in like a 5-minute span. They're light, they're airy, the quality control on them is through the roof. I love them. I love them.
I love how you tried to spice up your boring ass choice.
I don't care.
Laser Ridge.
Laser Ridge, baby.
I also do feel like you made your number one choice a Lifetime Achievement Award,
Hey,
Yes.
rather than judging it at face value.
that's your opinion, man. I don't know if we can swear on this thing,
Yeah, well,
but
wait, you know-
I'm doing it. These chips are the fucking best. I'll write that on a letter and mail it to your mother.
All right, let's move on to mine.
Can I guess what this is?
You can, and you're not gonna get it. Once you see this, you're gonna say, of course. You ready? Cool Ranch Doritos.
Doritos.
Now, I realize,
Okay, you know what?
I realize this may be controversial.
It's not controversial. It's one of the most.
It's a baller chip. It's an original.
a really sort of expected top there. Yeah.
If this chip is not on your Mount Rushmore, I don't know what the hell you're eating. This chip, by the way, this is a twofer. Not only do I enjoy this chip in its bag form, in its purest form,
Here
but
we
I
go.
also enjoy it, and here it comes, Shane.
Yeah,
you
no,
know what's
yeah,
coming,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Taco Bell's Cheesy Gordita Crunch with Cool Ranch Dorito shell is a revelation.
I'm very surprised Doritos did not show. I actually, frankly, I didn't consider Doritos. I don't know if they would have made my top 5. I do like Doritos.
Now see, his thing, tortilla chips,
Yeah.
that's kind of what a Dorito is.
Yeah. But it's
you
giving
eat-
you more to work with.
And you eat it on its own. Now going back to my anecdote about picnics, that same fun pack, Cool Ranch Doritos, first bag that's out of the bunch. It's out.
No, that's not.
Oh, it's the
true.
first bag that's
It
out.
is, it is, but I'll say it's a chip for children.
And I'm a child. This bag, when you open it, the smell that comes out, the aroma that just emanates from this bag, stronger than any chip I've ever had.
You know what they call it in other countries? They have a different name outside of America.
Yeah, what's it called?
No, I don't know.
Cool American. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. So you're pro-America no matter what the country does.
Well, I don't know about that, but I am pro Cool Ranch Doritos, no matter what.
I think what you've done here is you've picked the chip that most represents what chips are about. So I
Interesting.
do agree, actually. Not, at first I was like, that's disgusting, but but they leave that intensely dusty residue on your fingers, which is
we
you know,
didn't even
that's what
get
chips
into
are
that.
about.
Oh, I was gonna. Yeah,
Okay.
But yeah, I'm liking what he's doing right
they're
now.
they're strong with preservatives.
This chip is the reason why you get into chips. It's a starter pack chip. Going back to the fun, no, that's what I was just about to
I'm
say.
saying, that's definitely-
Going back to the fun pack,
Yeah.
those to me all feel like the 3 Pokemon you get at the beginning, and you gotta pick which one you're gonna ride with.
Yeah.
I'm riding with Cool Ranch Doritos. It's the reason why eating chips was fun for me as a child. It's the one I have the most memories attached to, and it's the one that brings me the most joy
Yeah.
as an adult.
Hey, I get it, man.
All right. Well, thank you all for sitting with us for this excruciating, however long this video ends up being. I would like you all to chime in the comments about whose list was the best, and maybe what we should have put on our list, or maybe what shouldn't have been on our list. I guess we'll see you next time when we talk about something else equally stupid.
That's right.
And as always,
That's the list. Ooh.
oh,
Now that's a list.
Now that's a list. Huh?